So I love Yoga Nidra because it's you get to lie down, and I thought that's so great that I can do something with the word yoga in it and I can lie down. But know that you don't have to lie down because you could be sitting up in a chair or with your back against the wall. So I'll give people a little bit of time, and I always say really take some time to be comfortable and practice considering yourself worthy enough to take time to get comfortable for this. So prepare your nest. You might want to put a pillow or blanket under your knees if you have back pain. Just get as aligned and symmetrical as possible. Get aligned and symmetrical as possible. Lying on your back, seated, and start to watch the breath. Watch the breath on this day. This day celebrating peoples all around the world that have remained resilient and are still here. They're not just in the history books or the museums. They're flesh and blood, fighting for their land, their rights, their sovereignty. And let's say some blessings. I'll bless the space. To the winds of the south, to the winds of the south, great serpents, wrap your coils of light around us. To the winds of the south, great serpent, wrap your coils of light around us. Teach us to shed the past the way you shed your skin. Serpent, teach us to shed the past the way you shed your skin. And your eyes can be open with a soft gaze, or they can be closed. Whatever feels comfortable in this moment. Let us together walk softly on the earth and teach us the way of beauty. To the winds of the west, Mother Jaguar, protect our medicine space. Teach us the way of peace to live impeccably. Show us the way beyond death. Watch the breath. Notice if it's moving in and out of the nose or mouth. Don't try to change anything. Just be aware of the breath. To the winds of the north, hummingbird, grandmothers and grandfathers, oh, ancient ones, come and warm your hands at our fires. Whisper to us in the wind. We honor you who have become here before us. We honor you who have come here before us, and you who will come after us, our children's children. To the winds of the east, great eagle, condor, come to us from the place of the rising sun. Keep us under your wing. Keep us under your wing. Show us the mountains that we only dream of, and teach us to fly wing to wing with the great spirits. Watch the breath. Inhale, the belly rises. Exhale, the belly falls. Mother Earth, we've gathered for the healing of all your children, the stone people, the plant people, the four-legged, the two-legged, the creepy crawlers, the finned, the furred, and the winged ones, all our relations. Father Sun, Grandmother Moon, to the star nations, Great Spirit, you who are known by 1,000 names, and you who are the unnameable one, thank you for bringing us together and allowing us to practice Yoga Nidra. And begin to listen in all directions for sounds. Listen for outside sounds, the chirping of birds, the rustling of leaves, the rustling of leaves, the sounds of streams. Listen for outside sounds. And listen for sounds inside the room. My voice, the wind, the crackling of a fire, the blowing of smoke in a peace pipe. Listen for sounds of the body. Maybe there's gurgling, signifying digestion. And listen for the sound of the breath moving in and out of the nose or mouth. And listen for or feel the heartbeats. And in the heartbeat, hear the inner longing, the burning bush of the heart. And formulate the heart's desire into a short positive statement in the present or future tense. In Yoga Nidra, this is called a sankalpa. A sankalpa is a resolve, an affirmation, a statement of purpose. If you don't have a sankalpa you're working with, for today, perhaps you use the statement, I will protect the land. Or I will honor the land. Using my statement or yours, repeat it 3 times mentally with full awareness and the confidence that it will come true. And from this declaration of meaning, of purpose, of dharma, move to the outside of the body and know the body as a strong oak tree. An oak tree that we call in California the live oak, or the California oak. It has small green waxy leaves. So know the body, strong and stable, like a live oak tree. And if you're not familiar with the live oak tree, then choose a tree that resonates with you. And know the legs as the trunk and the arms as its branches. And see the tree as one that has been standing for a long time, offering its shade, its acorns, its wood. And see or feel a leaf on the right hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky finger. And place an acorn in the palm of the hand. Feel or see a leaf in the back of the hand, at the wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder. And the leaves are growing in the armpit, the side of the right rib cage, right waist, right hip. And if it's difficult to visualize the leaves, just bring the awareness to the part of the body as it's called out. The upper leg, kneecap, lower leg, and feel roots growing, or bring the awareness to the instep, the sole of the foot, the top of the foot, and roots spreading from the right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth toe. Stay awake and aware, and bring those tiny waxy leaves to the left side of the body, placing them and letting them grow on the left hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky finger. Place an acorn in the palm of the hand And then leaves on the back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit. And see the leaves on the side of the left rib cage, left waist, hip. And now begin to form roots from the upper leg, kneecap, lower leg, ankle, heel, instep, and the sole of the foot, top of the foot, and roots growing out of the left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth toe. And stay awake and aware, and bring those tiny waxy leaves to the top of the head. Place them on the forehead, the right temple, the left temple, the right eyebrow, the left eyebrow, and a beautiful leaf at the eyebrow center. See or feel them on the right eyelid, the left eyelid, at the right outer ear, the left outer ear, the right inner ear, the left inner ear, the bridge of the nose, the tip of the nose, the right nostril, the left nostril, upper lip, lower lip, chin, a leaf at the throat, the right collarbone, the left collarbone, the hollow between the collarbones, a leaf at the right chest, the left chest, and a beautiful acorn at the heart center. See or feel the leaves at the upper abdomen, the navel, lower abdomen, pelvis, buttocks, and place them at the lower back, middle back, upper back, leaves at the right shoulder blade, the left shoulder blade, the back of the neck, the back of the head, and the top of the head. And see or feel the whole right arm like a branch covered with leaves. See or feel the whole left arm like a branch with leaves sprouting. See or feel the whole right leg rooted, like a strong oak tree. And the whole left leg becoming roots of this grand, mighty tree. And then bring awareness to the whole front of the body and let it move and sway in the wind, the leaves. And the whole back of the body, the whole back of the body, swaying, moving, the leaves fluttering in the wind. Become aware of the whole body blooming, sprouting, strong, stable, and secure. A mighty live oak, or whatever tree was decided. Beautifully grounded in the earth, but reaching for the sky. See the self there. A mighty oak, grounded in the earth, reaching for the sky. And now let go of the body rotation. You can bring the leaves and roots inside of you, or you can release them to the heavens or down into the ground to be transformed. And bring awareness to the breath. Notice the breath. Inhale, the belly rises. Exhale, the belly falls. And with the inhale, let the breath move from the toes all the way to the crown of the head. And with the exhale, let the breath move from the crown of the head to the toes. Practice this full body breathing. Inhale, toes to head. Exhale, head to toes. And work with that for a few moments. Inhale, toes to head. And exhale, head to toe. And then bring awareness to the front of the body, the east part of the body. Bring awareness to the front, to the east part of the body. And let the body know east, the direction from which the sun comes. And see morning light on the front of the body. Let the body know the front as if it were a new day. Let the light at the front of the body help develop an understanding of how things really are. Face east. And be aware, open to wisdom and living of a good life. Feel the body facing east and know the front of the body as east. And move the awareness to the bottom of the body. And let the bottom of the body be south. And connect to south. What is south? When the sun is in the southern sky, it's at its highest and strongest. This is the direction that stands for warmth and growing. When the sun is in the south, it draws tremendous energy from the earth. It's said that life of all things comes from the south. So know the legs and the bottom of the body and the feet as south, and connect to south. Warm and pleasant winds are said to come from the south. And when people pass into the spirit world, they travel the Milky Way's path back to the south, returning to where they came from. So know the south, mentally connect to the legs and feet, become the south. Perhaps even see the self facing south. The south is summer. The south is abundance, fertility, passion, growth. And the color is white. See the legs and feet enveloped in a white healing light. Feel the courage and the strength of the south. And let go of the south and bring the awareness to the back of the body. That's the part of the body that we know as west. In the west, the sun sets and the day ends. Visualize the ending of the day. The west signifies the end of life. Connect to the back of the body. The color is black. See or feel a black healing light on the back of the body. The west is the place of thunder and rain, water, lakes and streams. And because nothing can live without water, the west is vital. Connect to the back of the body. Know it as autumn, as the final harvest, the death of summer. Connect to the back of the body. Feel it as it's pressing in against the floor. And then let go of the back and bring awareness to the top of the body, perhaps the head, the shoulders, the neck. And know this part of the body as north, as north. And north brings cold, harsh winds and winter. See the self in winter. And north is a time of cleansing. It's a time when leaves fall to the earth or snow. And north is the trials that we all face as humans and the cleansing that we must endure and undergo. And feel winter, know winter as you connect to the top of the body. The season of waiting and surviving. And visualize a blue healing light of north wrapping around the body. Be north. Face the north. And know north. Bring awareness to the Chittakash, the mind space in front of the closed eyes, and visualize these simple images that will be suggested. An eagle, an eagle, a white buffalo, a white buffalo, a bear, a bear, a beaver, a beaver, stars in the night sky, stars in the night sky, a meadow full of wildflowers, a meadow full of wildflowers, a rainbow, a rainbow. Bring awareness back to the breath. And in the breath, hear the whisper of the Sankalpa, the short positive statement that was made in the beginning of the Yoga Nidra practice. And repeat it 3 times mentally with full awareness and the confidence that it will come true. And listen for or feel the heartbeat. And connect to the breath moving in and out of the nose or mouth. And listen for any sounds of the body, gurgling, digestion. And listen for sounds inside the room. crackling of a fire, a friend's voice. Listen for sounds outside the room. Chirping of birds, flowing of a river. Footsteps of horses. Find the furthest sound that you can hear outside the room. And remember the room. Remember the walls. Remember the ceiling. Remember the floor. Remember Father Sun, Grandmother Moon, the star nations, the great spirit that's known by 1,000 names. Remember those who are unnameable. Remember Mother Earth. Remember that we've gathered here for the healing of all her children, the stone people, the plant people, the four-legged, the two-legged, the creepy crawlers, the finned and furred, and the winged ones, and all our relations. Remember the winds of the east, the great eagle, condor. Remember the place where the sun rises and when we can be under the eagle's wing. Remember the mountains that we dare to dream of. Remember the desire to fly wing to wing with the great spirit. Remember the winds of the north, the hummingbird, grandmothers and grandfathers, ancient ones. Remember warming your hands by the fire. Remember the whisper of the wind. Remember to honor all of those who came before you. Remember the winds of the west, Mother Jaguar, her protection of the medicine space, the way she teaches us peace and to live with impeccability, and how she shows us the way beyond death and who will come after us, our children's children. And remember the winds of the south, the great serpent, how it wraps its coils of light around us and teaches us to shed the past the way it sheds its skin. It teaches us to walk softly on the earth in the way of beauty. And come back to the breath and extend the breath from the head to the fingertips and the fingertips back to the head. Head to fingertips, fingertips to head. Head to fingertips, fingertips to head. And extend the breath from the head to the toes, and from the toes back to the head. Head to toes. Toes to head. Head to toes. Toes to head. And make each inhale deeper and deeper. And make each exhale fuller and fuller. Inhaling and exhaling deeply and fully. Inhaling and exhaling deeply and fully. Inhaling and exhaling deeply and fully. And say to yourself mentally, the practice of Yoga Nidra for Indigenous Peoples Day is now complete. Keep the eyes closed, but begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Roll the wrists and ankles one way, making circles like the sacred hoop of the earth. And then roll them the opposite direction. And then lie on your left side in a fetal position. Lie on Mother Earth on your left side in a fetal position, the position of rebirth and renewal. And in this position, maybe you think about what you can do to protect the land and the people who are on it from pollution, from climate change. What is your commitment to this earth and her people on this day that we honor the indigenous people of this earth? Knowing that there was a moment when we were all indigenous, we all had a land that we came from and that our ancestors came from. What will you do to protect the mother? And then when you're ready, and there's no need to rush or hurry, it's not even necessary to do it. But if you feel like it, you can take a little intuitive movement and then push yourself up to a seated position with hands in prayer at the heart center if you want to close the practice. If you just want to drift to sleep, that's fine too. But if you'd like to acknowledge the ending, you can bring your hands to the heart center. Bow your head in to acknowledge this time that you've taken to practice Yoga Nidra, guided relaxation in community on Indigenous Peoples Day. Myself and all the ancestors in me bow down to, acknowledge, and admire yourselves and all the ancestors in you. Jai Ma, victory to the mother. Ashe.